Hey everyone, okay, so in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout Trolley Trouble. Now, the biggest complaint on Twitter and the online community that I've seen so far about the new Guardians building over in DCA is that you have this old school 1920s, 1930s red car trolley, right? And it pulls up to this Guardians fortress that came from outer space. And a lot of people are upset about that. They feel like it's a clash of themes. You know, it doesn't really match what's going on. It's confusing. And in that respect, yeah, I agree with you. It is a little bit jarring. It's a little bit weird, right? But is it something that Disney has never done before? Is it something that we can't find examples of at Disneyland Park that Walt himself did? No, it's no different than a lot of the stuff that even Walt did. And I'm going to go over that with you right now. Before I do that, this is going to be extremely unpopular. I know I know most of you will probably disagree with me on this. But, you know, that's why I'm here. I want to give you guys my honest opinion, whether it's popular or not. So, let's take Disneyland, for example. Okay? There is an attraction, as you all know, the Matterhorn. It's based on the real mountain, the Matterhorn, the Swiss Alps. Well, why is there a monorail circling around the Matterhorn? That's a theme inconsistency. That makes just as much sense if you really think about it as a red car pulling up to the Guardians Tower. Okay? Why is there a fantasy castle or a European fairy tale castle at the end of a turn-of-the-century American street? That makes no sense. None at all. When you have old-school turn-of-the-century fire trucks pulling up to Sleeping Beauty's castle, that makes no sense. It's bizarre. Disneyland has always had these weird, bizarre contradictions in themes. The issue, though, with Guardians and the trolley is that Guardians is brand new. Okay, so we're not used to it. That's the difference. The castle, Main Street, you know, the Matterhorn with the monorail circling around it. These are things that we grew up with. They've been around for decades. So we've sort of internally, subconsciously accepted it as normal. But when you really step back and really think about these things, they're not normal. If Disney built a new mountain, okay, let's say when they built Everest over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and let's say when they built that attraction, they put some red car trolley circling that mountain. People would be looking at it like, well, why would they do that? That destroys the theme, right? But for some reason, we're so willing to accept it when it's something that Walt built, right, with the Matterhorn and the monorail. So I think we just have to really look at things differently here. Now, I am one of those people that I think Disney, and I said this in my last video, Disney has to make a decision with California Adventure. Either follow a California theme and structure and base everything around California and try to tie it into California, or go in a different direction. But don't ride the fence and do things, you know, half measure. Right? So I think if they're going to have Marvel, like I said in my last video, if they're going to have Marvel, tie it to California somehow. And they can do that. But just don't have Marvel Land with no explanation as to why it's in a park about California. So I agree with everyone on that, where I think Marvel is a stretch, but I think that they can tie it to California in some form or fashion. Where I don't agree is that the red car trolley pulling up to the Guardians Tower is somehow this new thing that's unprecedented in Disney park history, and that, oh my God, it's such a theming sin that this is occurring now. Because it's not true. These kind of theme inconsistencies have been happening since day one when the park opened. Since day one. The Matterhorn and the monorail opened in 1959, just 4 years after Disneyland opened. Okay? It's been around for a long time, and these theme inconsistencies are very normal at Disneyland. And that's kind of the beauty, if you really think about it, of Disneyland, is that it's weird. When you take away when you really step back from it, because I know we're all so comfortable with the park, but when you really step back from it and look at some of this stuff, it's weird. Okay, so that's where I'm coming from with the Guardians of the Galaxy building with the Red Car Trolley. I think it is jarring, but it's no more jarring or weird or inconsistent than any of these other examples I've listed for you at Disneyland. So I think we need to start really kind of loosening up a little bit on some of this stuff. I think that we have to really look at it for what it really is. So that's my opinion on it. I know majority of you will probably disagree with me, and that's fine. I love to hear from everybody. You disagree with me, you think I'm crazy, comment, post it below. I love to hear from you guys. I do content on Disney. If this is your first time watching my videos, I do content on Disney, parks and movies and everything all the time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.